Chris, it's a pleasure to have you join us on Parliament West Africa.
Hi, Chris. It's a pleasure.
So without doubt, the drops in non-performing loans is credit positive for the banking sector in Ghana, and it also goes ahead to support financial stability. Could you at this point walk us through the key drivers of this research?
Sure. On the 31st of January, the Bank of Ghana published its monetary policy statement, which disclosed that non-performing loans dropped to below 14% as of December 2019, compared to more than 17% back in October 2019. So within a period of 2 months, they dropped quite significantly from over 17% to below 14%. According to the Bank of Ghana, NPLs improvement is due to increased loan recoveries by the banks, increased write-offs, writing off the legacy loans that are fully provided for, and also higher credit growth. In our view, this is also supported by some recent supervisory and regulatory reforms that have been recently implemented. In particular, the enforcement of the central bank's loan loss write-off policy for NPLs, where banks need to write off the fully provisioned NPLs after 2 years. And also, in our view, there was some other changes to the risk management guidelines that support this trend.
Now, Chris, what's exciting about this the most for me is that despite the recap exercise initially, we still saw the figures for the non-performing loans lingering. So could you tell us specifically what key factors brought down the figures?
Yeah, sure. There was a cleanup and recapitalization exercise between 2017 2018. We've seen the capital, profitability, efficiency improving in the system, funding and liquidity concerns abating, but NPLs remain quite high. So between 2018 2019, NPLs remain between 17 and 20%. As time passes, and obviously NPLs is a lagging indicator, as the bank worked through the legacy NPLs, started to address the issues, started to write off those NPLs that were fully provided, because as part of the new regulation, they also need to increase their provisions on the NPLs. All of that supported a gradual reduction, which at a slow pace initially, but more recently, as of December, we've seen a more significant drop in acceleration in that trend.
Chris, to what extent will asset risks continue to be a challenge?
Yeah, actually asset risks are still the main challenge for Ghanaian banks. As I said, capital profitability has strengthened. Non-performing loans have dropped but remain quite high, so it is still the key risk to the bank's credit profile. However, with this drop, with the provisioning levels increasing over the past 12 to 18 years, and with the bank's strong capital and profitability levels, we believe that this supports the overall financial stability in the system.
So generally speaking now, more broadly, what does this improvement reflect, and to what extent or how will it impact bank lendings going forward?
Yeah, now with NPLs being less of a burden for the Ghanaian banks, we expect the banks to focus more on obviously their key basic banking activity, which is extending credit to the economy. So now we expect banks to focus more on extending credit. Already by December, the central bank announced a pickup in loan growth to around 18%, from around 10 to 11% a year ago. So we are already seeing a pickup in credit growth, and we expect this to continue as the banks focus more on credit growth, putting the legacy issues of the past behind them.
Chris, many thanks to you for your time in Parliament West Africa.
Thank you, pleasure.